Hello, I'm sitting in exactly the same position as I was for my last video because I am in the same position. This house is so terrible for light. I want to go through all the stuff that I've got for the new baby. I've just got an urge. Sometimes when you get to this stage in pregnancy, I am 34 weeks pregnant now, you just have the urge to organise. So I'm going to go through everything that we have so far for baby girl. I want to sort through everything and decide what we still need. I know that there's some smaller baby things that we don't have yet. I have got boxes that I need to give to my friend of all our boys' clothes. So there's quite a lot of stuff in there that obviously we're getting rid of, which means we won't have that stuff for baby girl. I'm not one of those people that's particularly particular about having boy stuff and girl stuff. However, I will say I have gone a little bit crazy on the girly prints because I've had 2 boys and I like girly prints myself. So it's quite nice to be able to buy some of those things. We have kept a good amount of the boy stuff as well for this baby, the more kind of gender neutral stuff. But I'm really happy to be able to give my friend a load of stuff for her little baby boy who is due 2 weeks after this baby girl. So we're going to go upstairs onto the top floor of the house where it's dark. So apologies about the light change that's coming, and let's have a go and sort through what we've got so far. This is what we're working with at 34 weeks pregnant. Excuse the whispery voice, but Rupert's asleep in that room just right next to me, just down there. So yeah, she's a big girl. I don't actually think she is that big. I had a growth scan a few weeks ago and I think she was measuring just under 5 pounds then. So it's probably about six pounds or so now. So yeah, there we go. 34 weeks. And all this stuff down here, boys' advent calendars, but all this stuff is the stuff that I'm giving to my friend. And then I've also got a box and a bag there that I just need to sort out to give to her as well. And we are going up here. So I need to have a look and see what's in the attic space. It's handy having these doors that open and not having to climb up a ladder. However, this space is not very big to crawl into when you are super pregnant, but I think the newborn baby clothes are just there, so I can probably pull those out. This is really hard with a big bump. Anybody else also super creeped out by their loft space? Because after I watched Paranormal Activity, I just hate lofts. Anybody else's husband or partner make them watch super scary films when they don't really like them? Because that's what my husband does. Okay, this is the last box. So that's all stuff that I packed up at the old house. And there is some stuff in the bedroom. Well, it's actually just a dumping room at the moment, because if you've been following along on Instagram, I'll just pick you up, hold on. If you've been following along on Instagram, you know that we have recently moved into this house. So this is all stuff, ta-da, that I packed up before we left, but we have got some stuff in this other room, which at the moment is just like a dumping room. It's actually going to be like a cinema room. It's a very nice room. Shall I show you? I'll give you a pan. It's absolutely full of stuff. So I say nice room. It's got nice bones, shall we say? Okay. I take it back. It's not a nice room, but it has got an amazing ceiling that goes up super high. And a cute little, I don't think it will focus very well because of the light, but it's got a cute little sash window situation there. And then all this stuff over here is to be sorted for the baby. And then this is all just stuff that since we've moved in, we kind of use this as a a dumping space. These chairs are normally in our living room, but it's Christmas, so we've got the Christmas tree up, and that's why they're up here. And then all these boxes are all Christmas decoration boxes, which obviously normally live in the loft, but there's no point putting them back in before Christmas. So actually most of this stuff should be gone soon, and then it's literally just these few things here that need sorting out for a baby. So I'm going to find a space to sit down, clear myself a space, bring those boxes in, and then we'll get started sorting through and seeing what we've got. Okay, so I brought all the boxes in. As it stands, I haven't really got anything organised into ages yet, so I just kind of shoved everything in boxes when we moved. The boys' stuff, which is mainly in these plastic boxes, is all mixed together. It's all been cleaned and everything before I put it away. It just needs more sorting. And then I have some new bits here, including, ooh, look at the print, so cute, including these are the reusable nappies that I've bought, that I shared on my Instagram stories. I've been working with the nappy gurus. They've kindly gifted me a load of stuff for Instagram purposes. This is not an ad or sponsored by them in any way, but I do have a highlight over on my Instagram page if you're looking at getting into reusable or cloth nappies as well, and you're a complete newbie like me and you need some help with knowing where to start, so you could kind of follow along. Let's do it together. So let me sort through some of this stuff, and I won't show you everything up front, but then once I've got things kind of organised, I will show you what I've got for maybe just the first few sizes. Okay, this box is newborn, marked newborn anyway. Oh, so much of this stuff I packed months ago because our move was delayed and delayed and delayed, so I can't actually remember what is in a lot of the boxes. This just seems like a million bazillion muslins, but we'll see. Yep, truly is. Muslins, muslins, muslins. These are the Aiden and Ane muslins, and they're massive, like huge ones, but they are really, really great. I know, sorry about that, orange ones especially throwing it off. They're really great, and I would highly recommend them. I used them so much with Finley because he was super refluxy, so I basically just used to drape them over myself like this, and then it provided like maximum protection from him if he was going to be sick. And they're also really great for using for blankets, like covering them up in the pram, especially if you're not having a winter baby. They're not super great for swaddling. They can break out of them, so I wouldn't necessarily get them for the purpose of swaddling, but you can use them for that if you really want to. And because Finley was so refluxy, we've got millions of them. And I remember when I was buying muslins for her when I was pregnant with him, and my mum was like, "Are you sure that you don't have too many?" And I was like, "Well, I've heard that you need lots of muslins." And we used them all. In fact, there were times, multiple times, when we had no clean muslins because they were just literally all in the wash from like 2 days of use. We would go through maybe like 4 or 5 of these big ones every day. So you can also, of course, use the regular kind of small sized ones, and these are good for shoving in your changing bag as well, or just kind of quick cleanups. But I would recommend the big ones, and these Aiden and Ane ones are super good quality. They're quite expensive, but you can get them in places like TK Maxx. And these are on their 3rd use because I had them for both boys, and they are so soft. They get softer with each wash, and they're still just the exact same quality they were when we first bought them. So little plug for you there, Aiden and Ane. You can sponsor me if you like. So what else have we got in here? Oh, bibs. Again, refluxy baby. These bibs were great. I liked them with Findlay. Sorry, I know you can't see. I'm just picking the bits off, bits off this one. I think these need another wash before they go away. But they're the Tommy Tippy ones, and they have this like squashy, I don't think you can probably see it very well, but they have this like squashy absorbent collar that goes around the baby's neck. So if they are super sicky, that kind of helps to absorb. Also, if you're bottle feeding rather than breastfeeding, they're double-sided too. They're really great, so I hear, for bottle feeding, especially newborns, because they can dribble the milk a lot. So they're good for catching all the dribbles. So those are the Tommy Tippy ones. And then what else have we got in here? More, these are the Aiden and Anae burp cloths. So these are the ones that kind of, they're like a kidney shape and they go around your shoulder. So quite useful to have. But I actually like them more because they're not only burp cloths, but they're bibs as well. So they've got this snap here and then they turn into these really big bibs. If you imagine the baby's head is here, and they kind of just cover them all the way around. So again, really great for babies that are bottle feeding, but also if you've got a really refluxy baby, because honestly, you cannot even imagine how much sick there is that just goes everywhere. It's not gross sick, I have to say, it's just milk spit up, but you know, it does go everywhere. So you need something to cover them. So I would recommend getting some of those if you see them. I think those again were from TK Maxx, so not very expensive. Right, let's see what else we've got in here. So I've started organising things. There's a lot of pink. This is all the new stuff that I bought. So I've organised it into piles. So we've got 0 to 1 month, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and then I've got one 9 to 12 little dress. I've got quite a few 6 to 9 stuff, basically because when I've wanted to buy cute little dresses and outfits, I've only bought them, oh this one's super cute, in bigger sizes, because for the first good few months I just keep them in baby grows. It's so much easier. So that's why we've got so many baby grows. And then I've got a little pile here, sorry about the lighting, of accessories. This is what we bought when we found out she was a little girl. And then we've got some socks, which must have just come, I think, with one of the outfits, because I don't normally buy baby socks, to be honest. We've got one little hat here so far, but I think I've got some more hats in the boys' boxes. A load of bows, lots of bows that have all come like as part of outfits. And then some bibs. I like these bandana style bibs. I think they look cute, and also they're really great for just stopping dribbles and stuff when they're teething and younger. Not for eating so much, but for when they're younger. Those bandana style ones are great. These little booties I bought when we had Rupert. They are adorable. So soft, and although you shouldn't put them in shoes, obviously, before they're walking, because it damages their feet, they get cold feet in the winter. So yeah, it's nice to have something just to put on their feet to keep them warm. I've also got here a blanket. How can I show you in a better light? There we are, a really cute little blanket. So I think what I'm going to do is get out all the stuff that I've got that go into these categories from the boys, which I don't think is tons, to be honest, and then I'll just quickly go through each pile and show you what I've got. Hello and welcome back to our very messy room. It is Sunday now, 3 days later, something like that. The light got very dark very quickly when I was filming the last portion of this video, and then I had to make tea for the boys and things, so I had to kind of put a pause on what I was doing. But I have now finished, so I'm going to show you through the piles that I've sorted out. Excuse the fact that I look a little bit more dishevelled than in the last portion of this video. I've not been sleeping too well, but we've got Lauren from Create Calm Hypnobirthing, who's our lovely hypnobirthing instructor that comes to our house, and she is coming imminently in about half an hour. So I thought I'll just get this filmed before she arrives, so I haven't had time to sort myself out properly, but you don't care anyway. Hopefully you don't care. So let me show you what we have got going on here. Doesn't it look lovely? So I'll just quickly run through and say these are our newborn / 0 to 1 month. This is 0 to 3 months here. This is 3 to 6. And then this pile here is 6 to 9 months. And then we've got some kind of miscellaneous stuff. So as I said in the last clip, I have organised these things into things that we had from the boys and then new things. So all the baby grows that we had for the boys are on the bottom here, which I still think work fine for a baby girl. And then all our new things are on top, including this gorgeous little hand knitted cardigan that I got from a local shop. So cute. And then we've got these baby grows which Lawrence chose. These are going to be her first outfits, I think, that we take to the hospital. Everything here is 0 to 1 month. Nothing is newborn size because she'll be a big baby, I would imagine, like the boys. And Rupert didn't fit into newborn size at all. Finley did for about a week, but there's no point in buying newborn size stuff. Then we've got this really nice fleecy one that I got just in case it's cold. Most of the stuff that I've bought this time round has zips on the front because I think you've probably heard me talk before about the fact that I wanted to try and get just zippered baby grows if I could this time round because it's just so much easier for changes, especially in the middle of the night. But obviously the stuff that we've got from the boys isn't, well, not obviously, but it isn't zippered. They didn't really exist as much when I had Finley, and most of this stuff is third hand because it belonged to Finley, and in fact some of this stuff is fourth hand because I got it from a friend when I was pregnant with Finley. So that's the 0 to 1 month stuff. We haven't got loads, but we don't need loads because I don't imagine she'll be in that for that long. And then, oh, these booties want to get on the action, don't they? We've got those that I showed before. And then I also found these cute little teeny ones, which I don't know if we'll use, to be honest, but they're good just in case we go somewhere super cold in those first few weeks. So this is our 0 to 3 month pile, and it's definitely the biggest one that we've got so far. So we've got some baby grows. These actually, I don't think you can probably tell. Oh, there we go. These are like ribbed material, which I thought was nice, but they're a little bit cooler. And then this one's a fleecy one inside. These are all the kind of the girly ones. And then this pile at the back is all second, third, fourth hand from the boys and has been passed down. Some really cute ones in there. These mostly come from places like Next. These are, I think that's Jules, that one. This one's Jojo Maman Bébé. I think that one's Mother Care. But they tend to be Next, Jules or Jojo generally. This is from Matalan, actually. The reason that I've got this dress, this is the only little dress that I've got in this 0 to 3 month size, is because it will be Easter when she is this size. So I just thought that that was a cute little outfit. It was reduced in Matalan ages ago. And then we've got a few tops and pants here. But again, as I mentioned before, I don't tend to put them in tops and pants. These are from the boys and from Finley, kind of before I knew what worked for me. So we've got them if we need them, as well as that jumper. I have to say that jumpers and kind of jackets and hoodies and things, they last a lot longer than the sizes generally. So although that's 0 to 3, that'll last until she's 6 months, I would say. You know, it has with the boys anyway. And then here we've got our 3 to 6 month pile. So again, lots of nice baby grows. We haven't got as much. This is the smallest pile of stuff. I haven't got as many baby grows. These ones at the bottom, I don't really like. That one is the superhero one. I think you can probably guess Lawrence bought that when Finley was born. Some of these, I really don't put them in very often, but they're quite good as like spares to have in the changing bag in case they spit up, or just as kind of jammies, because when they get to this stage, although I do have them in baby grows, I tend to have like pajama baby grows and then more like daytime ones. And then we've got a couple of little tops, just this one that matched one that Finley had when Rupert was a baby. And then this actually we bought when I was pregnant with one of our, who is now an angel baby, one of the babies that we lost. We bought when I was pregnant with him or her. We never found out the gender, but I quite liked it because it was a rainbow print, and you often call babies after loss rainbow babies. So Rupert was our rainbow baby, and then so is this baby. So I thought that that was quite nice to have. And then we've got a cardigan, that's a brand new one. And then there's 2 under here that are just passed down from the boys. Now, I do want to film, in fact, let me just turn you around. I do want to film a specific video all about how much of everything you need and kind of what exactly you need. There we go, sorry, my microphone was the wrong way around. Because that's something that I really was on my mind when I was pregnant with Finley, and I couldn't work out, okay, so what exactly do I need? In terms of like vests, baby grows, how many things do I need? What do I need to buy? So I'm going to film a video on that because hopefully that will be useful for some of you. It certainly would have been for me first time round. But I will say that on average, you probably need at least 2 baby grows a day in the beginning. So you're looking at about, I would say like 14 baby grows, because you don't want to have to be doing washing every single day. So if you work on the basis of washing once a week, which to be honest, you will wash a lot more than that, but there's not just going to be baby grows, there'll be muslins and everything else in there as well. So I would say like 10 to 14 baby grows is a good start for your newborn baby. And then approximately that many in each size. Personally, I would say err on the side of caution and get a few more than you need. You can always buy things secondhand. You don't have to buy things brand new. Or, of course, you can just buy what you need for the start and then not buy anything else until your baby's born and you know what size they are, how quickly they grow. Because some babies will stay in one size for weeks and weeks, and sometimes they'll shoot through a size in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. And you won't get a chance for them to even wear everything. But of course, babies have poo explosions, babies spit up, they get messy. So it's good to have at least 2 to 3 changes of clothes a day, I would say. Okay, and then on to the 6 to 9 month stuff. So I have got some baby grows for 6 to 9 months, but they all are ones that belonged to the boys, which is fine. But I think I will need to get a few more. We seem to not have very many in this size. By this stage, they tend to just be pyjamas rather than daytime clothes, but still it's good to have a selection. So we do have these cute little outfits for baby girl here. So I've got a couple of dresses. I can't even remember where these came from, to be perfectly honest. Oh, these are George at Asda. I like supermarkets for baby clothes. They tend to be really good, and especially if you kind of shop the sales, you can get some bargains. You just have to look almost every time you go in. Then we've got this really cute little outfit from Primark, and again this is that kind of ribbed material. And then these are a pair of tights that came with that dress actually, and then we've just got some leggings with really cute little prints, because of course it will be kind of summertime by the time she's in these clothes. And then some of the really ever popular jewels, and I think these ones are Jojo actually. Yeah, these ones are Jojo, these ones are jewels. There's also a brand called Blade and Rose that does really nice leggings like these. So those are obviously passed, well not obviously, but those are passed down from the boys. But I'll definitely be getting more of those because they're such a great staple to have. Then we've got some more little ribbed vests with frilly bits. These are long sleeved. And then that's a short sleeved one that I really just bought for the leggings rather than the vest itself. That's one of Rupert's that came from John Lewis. And then a little ribbed cardigan. I have also got yet to sort out this humongous box of vests, which has, I think, vests from probably newborn or first size, like 0 to 1 month size, right up to 12 to 18 months plus. So I need to sort through all of those. So we have got vests, but they are as yet unsorted. And then I'll quickly show you what accessories we've got down here. So as well as the muslins that I already showed you, I have got these brand new muslins for baby girl. They're looking a little bit pinkish on camera, but these were kindly gifted to me by a brand called The Fox in the Attic. over on Instagram, so I'll link them down below if you want to have a look. These are small muslin squares, and then these are the really big ones. Oh, that is just adorable, which make great blankets and things. And then we've got this print as well, and then that blanket I showed you already. And then I found a couple more hats. So we've got that fleecy one, and then we've got another fleecy like velour white one, and then this is a little Peter Rabbit one. I think I probably do need to get a newborn size hat because these are all slightly bigger, but I'll sort that out at some point. And then we've also got here that are secondhand from the boys. That's a sleeping bag. These are the Love to Dream swaddles. So they're basically swaddle sleeping bags. And I found them invaluable when Rupert was a newborn. We didn't have these with Finley, and they were one of the things that I definitely wanted second time around, and I'm glad that I got them. So basically the idea is the baby head goes here, and then they sleep with their arms up, which is like a natural relaxed sleeping position for them. They've got a zip at the front, so it's easy access in the middle of the night if you need to change them. Really snug on their tummies, which makes them feel secure, and then nice and wide on their legs, because when you swaddle babies, you must make sure that their hips aren't swaddled tightly. And we've got 2 of those because, of course, you know, baby sick and things. So those are good things to ask for. They're quite expensive, so they're good presents to ask for from grandparents and things if they want to buy you something for the new baby. We do have this one as well that we had when Finley was a newborn. What brand is this? Oh yes, this is a Grow Bag. There you can see. It's a Grow Bag one. Grow Bag are a great brand for sleeping bags. However, I didn't particularly like this one. So it's the same kind of idea that baby's arms get swaddled in the top up here, and then when they get bigger, you're supposed to be able to undo the poppers, and then their arms can come out the sides here, because you don't want to be swaddling your baby as soon as they can roll over, which tends to be about 3 months-ish. But I always found Finley looked really uncomfortable in the top there. He was very tightly swaddled, probably because he was a bigger baby maybe. So I don't know. They're maybe worth a try, but I much prefer the Love to Dream than that Grow Bag one. And then we've just got a generic sleeping bag here that just came from TK Maxx, I think. These are great when they grow out of the swaddle sleeping bags or just general swaddles that you're using. You just need to be careful with sleeping bags like this that they fit well on your baby, so you don't want your baby's head to be smaller than this opening, because then they can slip down inside. So you just need to make sure, obviously you don't want it tight around their neck, but you just want to make sure that that is not going to rise up over baby's head while they're sleeping. But these are good as well, zips around the side for changing in the middle of the night. And then the last thing I'll quickly show you is this box of ta-da! Reusable nappies. So this is the box that I mentioned that was kindly gifted to me by the Nappy Gurus. Although saying that, there are things in here that I have since purchased also from the Nappy Gurus, but for myself with my own money, just because I wanted a bigger variety to try. So there's lots of different types of nappies in here. I'll do a whole video about our journey into cloth nappies at another stage, so I won't go into all that now. And if you do want more information right now, then go over to my Instagram, because I do have a highlight on my grid about our journey so far. But these are the nappies that we've got. Some of these I bought, some of them were just sent to me and I couldn't pick the prints. And then we also have a couple of wet bags and things, nappy pail bags in there. That's one that I bought myself, as well as things like wipes and inserts. This has been a really enjoyable few days nesting, sorting out and organising. I still have all the baby equipment, which is over in that corner, to sort through. So I will be doing that, and I don't know whether I'll do a sorting video, but I'll certainly show you the things that we have for the baby, my kind of baby essentials and just the other things that are nice to have. If you want any more information on what you need to prepare for baby, then leave it in the comments below. I will be filming that video all about how many of things you need, so hopefully that will be helpful and coming soon. Thanks ever so much for watching this one, and I will see you all very soon. Bye everybody.